I asked to bring people together for this press conference after what President Trump said over the weekend on April Fools. He blamed the DACA program for attracting illegal immigrants into the United States. And he said that was the end of DACA. Well, let me tell you, that statement by the president reflects either willful ignorance or a deliberate misrepresentation of what the DACA program is all about. Let me remind the president, and he should know this as President of the United States before he makes these statements, no one can come to the United States border, present themselves, and claim DACA protection. Under the law as it's currently written, you have to have been in the United States continuously since 2007 to qualify for DACA protection. 11 years. So any caravan that he hears about on Fox News that may be coming close to the border cannot possibly be bringing people in who would qualify for DACA protection. And let me tell you what else we know. We offered to President Trump to renew DACA, a program that he eliminated. We offered him his $25 billion wacko wall. Remember that wall that was going to be paid for by the Mexicans, as he promised over and over again? At one point, we proposed to the president, you get your wall, we get DACA protection and Dreamer protection. He turned us down. He had a better idea, he thought, and he offered it to the United States Senate. There are 100 members of the Senate. 51 of them are Republican. Do you know how many voted for President Trump's immigration policy? There were 39 total votes. Democrats and Republicans voted against the president's proposal by a margin of 60 to 39. So the president, if he's really intent on doing something about immigration, should acknowledge the obvious. Don't take it out on DACA. For goodness sakes, these young people have come to the United States asking for a chance, for a path to legalization and citizenship to become part of America's future. No matter what he tweets, no matter what he says, no matter what press conference he calls, President Trump cannot put an end to the current DACA protection and renewal. It is a renewal that is guaranteed by the federal court system. And that renewal has literally tens of thousands every week stepping up and renewing their DACA protection. And now this president announced in a tweet that he's going to eliminate DACA to make America safer. He ought to be ashamed of himself. He ought to come and meet some of these DACA recipients. When the Secretary of the Department of Health and Homeland Security was asked at a hearing that I attended, have you ever met a dreamer? She said no. Can you imagine that she's the head of the agency in charge of border enforcement and immigration? She has never met a dreamer. She doesn't know these stories. She's not listening, and neither is the president. It's time for the American people to listen and to understand what we stand for here. Just a chance. That's all these young people are asking for, just a chance to prove themselves, to finish school, not get in trouble, work extra hours so they can get through school, and give something back to America. That's what DACA is all about.